Hello, my fellow weirdos. It is April 5th. I have tried for weeks to get to one of the protests, even one that's like 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes away, 20 minutes away. Um, Things like Lyft and Ubers and stuff, they want like $27 each way. Um, my sis offered to pay, but for less than 2 hours, $50 or actually more. That's no, I can't do that. I was gonna walk down to the end of our complex. Um, because I have a bad foot, I'd be a walker. And last night, late last night, I was, I just got this like, and I know it's gonna sound weird, this jolt of, it wasn't an actual voice, but it was like words in my head. I don't know how to explain that. If you know, you know. Um, and said you do a lot, which other people have told me. And it was like, don't bring attention to the complex. And I can't really work anywhere much further. Just getting out there is going to take 40 minutes, 45 minutes at least. And coming back, I mean, it's going to be a lot on my foot. Um, I would use I had planned to take my walker. Um, but not only does it look like it's going to pour, which if it was going to a protest, if somebody was taking me to a protest, I would absolutely go. And this is what I was going to wear. And the green pants, the pants are like that material. Just something very, because that's where I learned it from, watching the sit-ins in the 70s. I was born in 63, so I saw things on TV and stuff. Um, and this gives me that, get into good trouble, get into necessary trouble vibe, that feel for me. And so that's why I'm wearing this. I'm going to cry because I wanted to get to a protest. But something keeps saying this is not the one to me last night. And I understand that because in my community, not just in my where I complex, but the town, I have found it is definitely more Trumpish. The complex itself is not. And there's other complexes, not just the one. There's several complexes on the end area of the town. And in the town itself, I see a lot of non-white folks. And, it didn't bother me. I mean, I've talked to quite a few people at stores and stuff like that. And they're legal, their plans and programs and whatnot, but that doesn't matter these days. And the other thing it was, that came to mind was, you do a lot with your channel, you do a lot with your graphics. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can get in front of the camera and then put it out there knowing they're going to get judged. Not everybody can do the graphics because I am a writer and I am an artist. I definitely have my own style. Which is, all three are true. All three of those, not everybody can do. I mean, they can do it, get on front of it, but not everybody can get themselves to do that. And then publish it, post it for the public to see. and judge. Um, so I've been up like before dawn this morning, and because I had cardboard signs, and I thought, you know what? This first thing I'm going to show you, I've been working on for some time. When I first got the board, and then I put it, attached it to a can, but you'll see my little thing. So, I finally got the clip that I wanted to put on it, so I am now and the chalk. What are you talking about? Anyway, yeah, it sounds like I'm tangenting, but it's all going together. Today, around noon, I think it's around 10:30, so I'm going to grab something to eat, and I'm going to see if I can figure out a live feed. And we'll see if I can get it to work, and if so, if anybody shows up to talk to me. But anyway, this is... And I'll be using this for other information or signs, because sometimes people can remember stuff better if they visual learners. So, hands off is the protest this nationwide. Now, I will be right back. Had to move back. Now, this is not fully dry because I got the wording also last night. And when I woke up, I'm like, what was it again? So, it's a little wet. And the thing is, it's not on cardboard. I made this. This is actually a bamboo cutting board I got at Dollar Tree. And the first, I still have to spray it. I'm waiting for the paint. It's actual paint, not marker, on this one side. That's why I'm handling it carefully. On the one side, the second side, I'll show you. So I haven't put any kind of spray gloss on it, but I have put holographic glitter. It's very dark. It's overcast. It's gonna pour. Probably all up and down the coast is like that. So here's my board, and it's a big board, I don't know if you can see the holographic stuff on it, but it does have holographic stuff on it. So that's the first one. America is not for sale. The other side, regulate guns, not uteruses. And in the sunlight, later on, if I can figure out the live stream, I'll see if I can do a flashlight, because in the sunlight these would be like, they would like glitter and shine, and bring attention to the wording. So I like that. Regulate uteruses. Well, see, what I wanted to put up, what I had on the cardboard one was, if our uteruses shot bullets, Republicans wouldn't regulate them. But that's too many words to fit on a sign that size. And a sign that size, the big signs that are on the stick, that you hold up, either are seen because they're so big or because they're held high. And I thought, I'm short, I'm only 5'4". So I can't hold it high, and I don't have a stick to attach it, to it. So, what do I do? If I had a stick, I would make 2 cardboard signs, and because I have a staple gun, and I was planning on stapling it to a stick, but I'm trying to find a flat stick, Haven't been able to, or even a mop stick. Mop handles that I have are metal, so they wouldn't work. Then I came across that. That is actually a board I use to put my spinner on when I'm painting and to spin things out. But I'll have to get another board to spin, apparently. I just won't be spinning, until I do. But I will be holding that up and try to show you some of the glitter once it's dried better and I have a little more time. But in the meantime, it's about 10:30 or so. This is about the time that most people are leaving to get to their protests. A lot of them some start at 11, most start at 11:30 or 12. And some are going till 1. Like the ones that started at 11:30 are going to 1. Usually in 1.5 to 2 hours, most of the protests. So I'll be very bummed out in a way. I mean, I'll be happy at the end of the day when all the footage starts coming in. But I'll be a little bummed too, because especially at the Morristown one, I'll be like, I know I'm supposed to get there. I was supposed to be there. But who knows? Maybe something would have happened, and Morristown can get pretty hot-headed, some people, without it being politically charged. So something like this, I'm sure there'll be hecklers, and such. And maybe that's what my misgiving is. Not misgiving, but my red flag thing. And I did consider that this morning while I was pondering what came to me last night. And I thought to myself, yeah, but if not me, it would be somebody else. And maybe somebody who has children or something. I just have cats. I just need somebody to take care of my cats. If I go to jail for a couple of days or a night or something. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, better than somebody who has kids or a job or something like that. And that's kind of what I thought back. I was like, yeah, well, trying to keep me from getting harmed, so somebody else will if something happens there instead of me. But right on top of that, the thought came at me, yeah, but you need to be out so you can do your stupid videos. I'm saying to myself, I'm saying that, to do the videos and such. And I'm like, it's not like I have millions of readers or thousands of subscribers, for God's sake, I think I have like 450 something. I'm not going to be that missed. And then I don't know, you guys, I'm not crazy, but right up behind that, the thought of, yeah, well, there might be some people that listen to your stuff that don't normally listen to political other people's stuff. So, as disappointed as I am that I didn't get a ride asking for 2 weeks on several, in several places, in the groups where the protest groups, and last night I thought I did, and she's coming from, I live just above, on a map, I live just above Morristown, and they were coming from below Morristown. Sucks, because I'm just like 15 minutes north of, Morristown. So even if you come from the opposite direction, for a fellow protester, for another voice, I mean, but that would be going an extra half hour, an extra 50 minutes, and then backtracking. and then getting me home again. So, I mean, I get it if it's a carpool or something like that. It's just really disappointing because I feel like, well, how can you go and encourage others to protest on these days and you didn't even get your ass out there? And I feel badly about that. I tried to get out there, guys, and I'm not going to have my sister spend over $50 just for me to get there for 2 hours. My conscience doesn't feel good about that. So I've been in a dilemma. So I didn't ask her to get me a car. She was like, well, I can drive you there, drop you off. I'd be dropped off like a couple hours before it needed. And I knew she was worried about me because I would be there without another person. You know, I mean, I might see people there I know, but you know what I'm saying? She just being alone, just going by yourself, especially with a walker and without a vehicle. She was worried about me, and that was taken into concern. I just feel like, how do I go and tell you guys to do it when I'm not doing it? But there's a lot of people that aren't doing it, but they're doing other things. They're not doing it because they're covering them or something like that, you know. And I will be covering them. I will be watching through the day for the different ones that are coming up. So, you know, same thing happened with the President's Day protest. I tried for weeks to try to get. It wasn't quite as organized, so I wasn't as disappointed because that was the first real big one, and the different groups were trying to, you know, organize together. But they got that down a little better, so I was really hoping I'd get there. I am like so disappointed. But anyway, I'm gonna get, and it's gonna pour. It's gonna pour. I hope they have their signs in plastic, wrapped in plastic, because it's gonna pour. Anyway, if you're heading out to protesting and you happen across this video while you're carpooling or something, go get and be safe. And give a shout for me. Maybe yell this for me. Yell that out for me every now and then if you're at a protest. Regulate guns, not uteruses. For me. Please. And if you did get your protest and you did see this beforehand and you did yell out, regulate guns, not uteruses, for me, let me know. I would be shocked to see somebody say they did it. But I'm kind of hoping somebody does. So that means that you might have seen this before you got to your protest. And if you saw this, or if you're seeing this, then be safe, guys, and Godspeed. Go get them. Yell for me. Let me go upload this.